Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today, as we are every day, but today is a little bit different. Today we're here, we're not supposed to check out this video today, we had plans for something else. But yesterday Trivium announced a new album, single, and music video for their new single. And I was like, okay, stop the presses.
You can't really... Like,
I cannot wait like 3 days, 4 days a week to check out brand new Trivium.
Especially because it's been quite a while since they put out a...
It's been, I would say the last time they released something, at least 2 years. Yeah. I mean, the album came out in 2017.
Which is when we started our channel, too.
Was when we started our channel.
It was actually one of the first concerts we did with the channel.
It was. We went to see Trivium with Arch Enemy, Fit for an Autopsy, and While She Sleeps. What a show that was.
What a lineup.
What a show that was. That was incredible. By the way, with the new album coming out, obviously they're going to hit the road, which they are hitting the road, because we're seeing them in Toronto with Megadeth. Is it Megadeth? I think it's Megadeth. Yeah, so. Right? Megadeth, Lamb of God, Trivium, and In Flames. I believe that's the lineup.
Which is also a pretty good lineup.
It's a pretty good lineup as well. Alright, so, and will be our second time seeing Trivium. Are you excited for this? The name of the song is Catastrophist. My god, that's a mouthful.
Catastrophic?
No, it doesn't have a C at the end. Catastrophist. That's why I'm having a hard time pronouncing it. It's a mouthful. Alright, you ready for this? Brand new Trivium? Alright, let's check this out.
To pull us from the vicious cycles feeding back again. Conserve and free to generate. With death is just to liberate. Pour the soul before we can even breathe. I feel like we're falling a life by the son of our reach. I feel like collapsing the air and get numb to our needs. You're a catastrophe. Oh, more is come to devastate. Catastrophe. devastate, catastrophist. You stole our innocence.
The girl on the video, she looks like the one from Orange is the New Black, Blanca. You remember her?
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks a little bit like Blanca. All right, I have something to say, but I want to hear your take on this song first before, because for me there was one thing they could have done to make this song even better. But I don't want to say too much. I don't want to influence you.
No, you got me.
No, but go ahead. What was your take on it?
I gotta say, it's nice to listen to some new Trivium.
Oh yes, I agree with you 100%.
It's so nice to listen to some new Trivium because it's been quite a while.
It's been quite a while.
It's like a drought.
Yeah,
you know, I kind of needed it in my life, and now that it's here,
yeah,
I can't wait.
I can't wait for the album. I can't wait for the show.
Yeah,
for the live show. So, what did you think of the track?
The track, the song was very. It didn't have any harsh vocals in it, like.
Not really, no.
No.
There was some backing vocals with a little bit of harshness to it.
It wasn't on
No,
the
I agree with you. Okay, I agree with you.
Which the song didn't need that much. Like, to me, it didn't need the harsh vocals because his voice was. I couldn't have harsh vocals because then it would kind of make me look away from his voice because his voice is so good.
He has a very specific tone to
the
way he sings.
He has a very specific genre to his voice.
His voice. Like when you hear him singing, you know it's him right away. He has such a specific way of coming across.
Like I could never imagine him in another type of metal genre.
No,
this is the perfect genre for.
Yeah,
his
I
voice.
agree with you. Okay,
so what was your?
Is that it? That's all you have to say?
No, I want to know what you.
Okay, so let me dissect the song and then you chime in on as I go along. I felt that the song is really divided into two parts. The first part, which is the first two verses and chorus, and then the song changes, the dynamic becomes heavier. The first part is more melodic. The second portion of the song is a lot heavier. Yeah. Not only from a musical standpoint, but also from a vocal standpoint. Like you said, it's clean vocals all the way through, but he adds a little bit of more intensity to the vocals, so the way he's singing in the second half of the song versus the first half. At least I feel that way. Do you agree so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So I felt this way about it. Now, I would have changed something in the... I really like... To me, the second half of the song saves the first half of the song. Because to me, the first half of the song is missing something. And it took me a long time to realize what was missing. It's not missing a lot, but in my opinion, it's missing something. The second half of the song kind of completes the song better. It gives the song more substance from a musical standpoint and from a vocal standpoint. The part that I would change, I would only change one little thing on this song to make it even better, is in the first half, and I'm not saying including adding harsh vocals or whatever. What I would change is in the chorus, because I really like the melody of the tone of his voice, I like the melody that the song has, I like everything. But in the chorus, when he sings Catastrophist, it would be nice to have the guitar player, the other guitar player on the band, because sometimes he does backing harsh vocals. It would be nice to have him come in and almost as an echo with harsh vocals when he says catastrophist. So when Matt Heafy says, "You're a catastrophist," and then have in the background, "Catastrophist," like, you know what I mean, with harsh vocals in the background, almost as an echo. So you would not necessarily be adding harsh vocals.
Adding a harsh echo.
Exactly. So you would be adding a layer to the vocal track with harsh vocals in that layer, but just sing one word.
Yeah.
So every time Matt Heafy would sing, "You're a catastrophist," you would get the harsh vocals coming in and saying Catastrophist, it would add a lot more volume. It would add texture to the chorus, and it would break a little bit away from how melodic that first portion of the song is, because there's almost no heaviness to that first portion of the song. Funny enough, so I was thinking about this as I'm listening to the song.
Yeah.
When it gets to the end of the song, when the last chorus on the track, they did that. If you listen to it, I don't know if you noticed, but in the last chorus of the song, when he says Catastrophist, you hear, you don't hear like
in the
forefront, but you hear in the background Catastrophist, like as a backing vocal with harsh vocals. It's kind of what I wanted in the beginning, but I wanted more like predominant. I don't want it in the background. I want it to come out and be more in the forefront. I think if they had done that in the first portion of the song would have a lot more volume, would have a lot more presence, and it would balance out that melody that the song has overall. Is very melodic in that first half of the track. The second half, to me, it really pushes the song to the next level, because in the second half of the song not only, like I said, becomes heavier vocally. Not that he goes with harsh vocals, but he changes the
way
intensity.
Of his voice, it's more intense.
It's more intense. There's more.
A little bit more dark.
It comes a little bit lower. It's darker. There's more intensity. But musically, it changes as well. The drums become a lot heavier.
Yeah.
In that second part of the song, the drums are absolutely killer, and you get some spurts of some blast beats coming in, and then they disappear, and then they come back in again, they disappear. I just really like everything they did in that second half. It made the song feel more robust. It made the song feel like it was moving. The first part feels more methodic. The second part feels more fast forward. It has it almost plays out better to the video, because it adds a little bit more intensity to the video, like a sense of a chase. The song becomes a little bit more like that as well, and I really like that.
Which also in the video was more of like a chase.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. The second part of the song played better off with the video. The first part to me felt very methodic. And that's where I feel like adding those harsh vocals in the chorus, just saying that word, just one word, I think it would balance out the track better. The song would not feel as methodic, as melodic, would have like a little bit of a break in between.
Have a little bit of darkness in it.
It would have a little bit of darkness in it, in my opinion. But in the second half, I really like it. I like the drums. They become really heavy. I really like the spurts that they get. The guitar playing in the second half also becomes heavier. The guitar solo is absolutely great, because the guitar solo kind of mixes a little bit of heaviness and melody in it. So it kind of takes two pieces that the song has and kind of blends them together. And I really like that on the guitar solo.
Yin and yang.
Yeah, it just kind of brings it all together. The guitar playing overall becomes a little bit heavier, a little bit faster, and I really like that. I like the bite that the guitar gets in that second half of the song. So and then there's some interesting moments as well. There's some parts, some guitar stretches in that second half that almost have a little bit of a proggy vibe to it. Very, very technical, very well played, and prolongs the song, makes the song feel, it makes the song longer, because the song is like almost 7 minutes long.
7 minutes.
Yeah, 7 minutes. So it prolongs the song, and he kind of gives almost a little bit of a proggy vibe to that portion. And I like that change, because if you listen to the first half of the song is very straightforward, very linear. Versus, chorus, nothing really changes. It's really well balanced. The second half of the song, there's a lot of changes. The drums are always constantly changing.
The overall sound is exactly what you're going to get from Trivium. They didn't really...
Oh, this is a great Trivium track.
They didn't really change anything.
No. It's the song, I still feel it's their DNA.
Yeah.
Really almost a continuation of what they did with the previous album. This song really feels like almost a track that couldn't make it into the next album.
They had to put it on this one.
And they had to put it on this one because it kind of feels like a continuation of the last album with some additions to it, if you will. But that second part of the song is really interesting because the drums have great dynamic, the guitars have great dynamic, the vocals change. Not going into harsh, we already said that, not going into harsh vocals, but they change. And that little progginess that the guitars have in that second part, it's really cool. If this is a glimpse of what the album is going to sound like, I'm really interested. Because I honestly don't want to hear another The Sin in the Sentence. You know what I mean? We already had that. I want something more from them. I want to see what they're going to do with their sound. This song kind of gives you a glimpse. If that second half of the track is where they're going, adding a little bit of proggy to their sound, a little bit of heaviness, a little bit of a death metal influence into it, a little bit of prog influence here and there, create songs that have interesting dynamics, but they have also some dark moments.
This one's very like this is like a normal Trivium song. It's just that
it kind of bends in the second half a
does,
little
but
bit.
it's kind of getting into smooth into the
I think
record.
I think it's a track that gets you in a comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because the first half
part of the song
it's what you would expect from Trivium.
Yeah.
Then the changes came in the second half.
It's a good song to get into the album with.
I don't know if this is the opening track. I have the tracking list because I got the press release. I posted on our Facebook page, but to be honest with you, I don't remember what the tracking list order is. But to me, this is a song that, never mind where it sits on the tracking list, as a first single, as the song that you're introducing your new album with, to me it's a good song because it gives you that first half.
It gives you what you're comfortable with, and it also changes it up a bit.
Exactly. So you listen to it, it's like, wow, man, Trivium is back. This track is, it's like a continuation from the old album. And then, slowly, in the second half of the song starts to go in different directions. But by then, you're already balls deep.
Song.
Yeah, you're already balls deep. At that point, like, it doesn't really matter. It's easier for you to digest the second half of the track based on the first half of the track.
Yeah.
But having said that, I would still include that harsh vocals with the Catastrophist. I think you would add such a great substance to just add volume to that first half, because the first half is very, very stripped.
Yeah.
Not much is happening. Second half completely different. Great track. Wow, Trivium is back, folks. They're back. Looking forward to this new album. All right, guys, this is it for today. Come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.